It's your boy Sid, man. Oh man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I know I've been getting a lot of feedback and asking for people to, yo, Sid, when are you coming back? When are you gonna come back to your YouTube channel? When are we gonna see you again? And I apologize to all you supporters out there. Yes, your boy Sid had to take time away. I had to focus on myself. Had to focus on the things that were important to me and just been focusing on gym life, man. As my boy, shout out to my guy Jay Tuck. As my boy Jay Tuck said yesterday on his channel that I was on, your boy Sid's been hitting the gym and just trying to figure things out for myself, man. So I appreciate you guys, and as you see, I don't have my full setup yet. It's coming. When I do, big things to come on the Dallas Cowboys for Life channel. So listen. I jumped on today because I wanted to talk about the Dallas Cowboys have released Zeke. Now, for me, this is not a shocker at all. Hold on, y'all. I got to just ask somebody something here. This is not a shocker to me at all. Because Zeke, ever since he signed his contract, Zeke signed his contract in 2018. Which was a huge contract. We know this. 2016, he was drafted, came on to the Dallas Cowboys, had a huge year. Listen, we could cover some stats right now. In 2016, he had 322 attempts for 1,631 yards. 2016, 2016. 2017, 242 attempts, 983 yards. 2018, 304 attempts, 1,434 yards. So as you see, he was really productive. After he signed his contract, he had a big year, 301 attempts for 1,357 yards. And I got to be honest with you, after that, it was a decline from there. Now, I've said this before. I think that most players, after they sign that big contract, most players, they lose that drive. They lose that fire to go. They'll do whatever they have to do to go out there and get that big contract. And most of the time, once they get that big contract, it's a decline from there. Not saying all players are like this. This is my opinion. But most players, this is what happens. I know some of you guys are not in the chat right now, and you're probably going to watch this video after. I'd really appreciate if you let me know, what are your comments? How do you guys feel about Zeke no longer being with the Dallas Cowboys? Listen, Tony Pollard stepped up. He's been stepping up, and I'm surprised that Zeke didn't see that. Pollard was coming for his job. That's what it was. More explosive. Zeke is definitely a power blocker. This guy will go get you that block that you need to give Dak the extra time to get the ball out. Amazing blocker. He'll go get you that first down, those extra 5-6 yards that you need. But I find, in my opinion, that he wasn't explosive as he used to be. He wasn't gained a bit of weight, sitting at home, playing some of those video games. I'm not saying that players don't do that, but I just found that he didn't have that drive in him anymore. And I was surprised because at one point, what happened was, and I lost my frame of thought. So yeah, I'll probably get back to that. Beasts of the East, yes, definitely. I'm glad Pollard is much better right now. 100%. I see a lot of Pollard that I saw in Zeke in the beginning, right? Yes, Pat, 1984. Big shout out to you, man. I miss you, man. Yeah, Pat, you've always been a supporter, and I will definitely. This is where I'm gonna be. This is it. Your boy Sid is back, 100%, and I miss chopping it up with you guys and talking about the Dallas Cowboys. So, Pat, man, are you shocked that the Dallas Cowboys released Zeke? Oh, that's what I was trying to say. So after the season, Jerry Jones came out and he was saying that they want to work with Zeke and try and keep him on the team. His son said the same thing. For sure, like, was it a surprise that he got released? No. Was I surprised that they were saying they're going to try and work with him to keep him? I was very surprised, and he would have definitely got a huge pay cut. And if they would have offered him something, I don't think he would have been dumb enough to say no, because I don't think any team's going to a team's going to pick him up, but he's not going to get a huge salary. He'll probably get the base salary, as that's how I see it. I may be wrong about this. Maybe some team's going to be dumb enough to pay him, but definitely that drive is not there anymore. And if he does get picked up on another team, I think what's going to happen, in my personal opinion, is that he's going to end up getting a normal salary, and they're going to tell him, listen, prove yourself, and then we'll get back to negotiating a bigger contract for you. He'll definitely be year to year. Salute to the channel. So far, like moves we making, just seen freed up more money. Definitely 100%. I totally agree with that. The Dallas Cowboys have we reconstructed Zach Martin and Dak's contract to free up some cap space. I think releasing Zeke is definitely going to free up some money. So these are definitely big moves that we've seen. Stephen Gilmore. I kept yesterday on J Tuck's channel, I kept saying Gallimore, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's Gilmore. So Stephen Gilmore is a big addition to the Dallas Cowboys going forward this season. But I still think we need, as a core, we need to get another wideout. CeeDee Lamb's doing big things. I like to get Hopkins over OBJ. What do you guys think about that? Yes, 100%. Yes, definitely a pleasant surprise, 100%. I think he's going to be a good addition to the defense. Our defense is stacked, y'all. That's how I feel. Our defense has been dominant in the last 2 years. Quinn has done phenomenal things with the team, and I'm glad he didn't accept a head coach job. I think he wants to get that Super Bowl W under his belt, and I think he could do it with the Dallas Cowboys. But we need our offense, guys. Let's talk about our offense. Our offense has to step up this year. Yeah, 100%. Hopkins definitely has an upside over OBJ. I don't want OBJ. Guys, I don't think OBJ is worth 20 mil. I said it yesterday. I said that OBJ needs to take a step back. Maybe I'll give you 10 mil the first year. Prove yourself. Show me what you can do. And then we could definitely look at your contract next year and get you a better, you got to show me. Yes, Pat, I don't want OBJ. No. First of all, he hasn't run a route. I think he ran a route. I think he did some kind of route in his backyard or whatever the case may be, but he hasn't run a route. He's injury prone. He had a torn ACL, and I think he had 2 torn ACLs. Listen, the guy's injury prone right now. And a torn ACL, if it was a muscle, a bone break, 100%, I think that he would have been, it'll heal faster and better. But any torn ligaments is bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. He's a diva, man. How do you not? First of all, you're injured. You don't play for a full year. You don't run a route. Your medical is not fully clear, and then you're asking for 20 mil? No, that makes no sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys, but it definitely does not make sense to me. So let's go back to Zeke. So are you guys surprised that he got released? Because I'm definitely not. And I wanted him. First of all, I wanted him to get released last year. Because I saw something. I saw more fire from Pollard. Now, the only thing about Pollard is injured. Again, guys, it's a break. It's not a tear. It's a break. So Pollard's going to be ready for training camp. And Pollard, with that franchise tag, Pollard is coming out. He wants money. He's the next person that's going to want money. Next year, guys, we're going to have to pay out a few people. Heather Mike Evans. Yeah, you know what? I hate Mike Evans. I hated him actually. I think him too. He's he's a type of player that he's a troublemaker. That's how I see Evan. Brandon Brooks. Yeah. Brandon Cooks is also good at. Yeah. Listen, the day's not over, right? We still there's a few moves that are definitely going to be made. I just hope the Dallas Cowboys make the right moves as quickly as possible. Last year we didn't make any big moves. And then even in the draft, we didn't make, well, we picked up a few solid players, but we didn't make any big moves. I want Dallas. They keep saying we're going to make some big moves. The social media, again, guys, the Dallas Cowboys are always the center of social media. So the minute something gets released about the Dallas Cowboys, it's always, it's not a shocker. And it's always, oh, the Dallas Cowboys are making big moves. Oh, the Dallas Cowboys, it's always something. Jerry Jones, as he says, in my opinion, and I agree with him, he keeps the lights on for the NFL. That's why we got so many haters. But you guys wouldn't rather? I'd rather hop over everyone right now. That's my opinion. So we'll see. We'll definitely see what's going to happen. Guys, let's talk a little bit about draft. What do you guys think the position we need to fulfill? I agree with that. What do you think the position that we need to fill with the draft upcoming? I mean, I know we're deep in the we're deep in the draft because we did so well throughout the season. What position needs to be filled? Can we fill the wide receiver position before going into the draft? Because we definitely need a second. And I'm still upset about this. I'm going to say his name because I'm not going to get pissed saying it. We should never have gotten rid of Cooper. That was a huge mistake on Cooper over. Who do we keep over? Why am I having a brain fart right now? What's it? He was injured. He's injury prone too, and I can't take him anymore right now. Guys, help me out. Who's a wideout that's that we chose to keep over Cooper? Man, I'm having. Now I'm gonna have to go look on a computer. But yeah, we should never gotten rid of Cooper. That to me, that was a stupid mistake. I wouldn't get mad if they went and got Cooper again. Bring him back. Bring Cooper back. I love Cooper. He was a good. First of all, he was first, and then Zeke. Now Zeke is not Zeke. Sorry, CeeDee Lamb has stepped up and become first. Now Gallup. There we go. Gallup. I would not have kept Gallup over Cooper. To me, that was a mistake. Gallup wasn't consistent for me. He was injury prone. At least, yes, and Cedric Wilson, 100%, 100%. So we need to fill the wide receiver position. What other position do we need to fill going into the draft? Pat, I want to hear your opinion on this because you're a huge Dallas Cowboy fan. You're always in everybody's chat, putting in your opinion. I want to know, what do we need to fill and what's important going into this season? Because I'm tired of making it to playoffs and we get eliminated first round and then we get eliminated second round. Like, this is enough now, and I'm tired. So we need to make certain moves to be able to get to that Super Bowl W. That's what I want. I want that this year. This season coming up, I am tired. I'm tired of people saying it's been 25 plus years, blah, blah. I'm tired. We need to step up and we need to make the moves to make it to that. Gotta get a pass rush and O-line, honestly. Agreed. Definitely a pass rush. Yeah. An O-line who... Yeah, I could see that. So you don't think that we're going to wait to the draft to go out there and get ourselves a wide receiver? I think you definitely think we're going to go for pass rush and then O-line first. I see that making sense. Listen, we have our defense is solid though. That's the thing. Gilmore will add to it. He's going to be he's going to be good on our defense. I think we definitely need to work on our offense. And I don't want Dak to throw any more picks, guys. Like this guy threw 17 picks this season that just passed. 17, and he missed 5 games. Listen, I love Dak. I've always been a huge supporter. Yes, we got to get a wide receiver in a free agency. Yeah. If we don't, then yeah, we're going to definitely have to pick up somebody in the draft. And I don't want us to pick up somebody halfway through the season. T.Y. Hilton was a good addition, but this guy came in halfway through the season. He didn't have time to get that chemistry that he needed with Dak. He had an amazing catch. 100% was a good addition, but I still think that he came on too late in his season. And like I said, he wasn't able to get that chemistry that he needed to get with Dak. And I think that's what hurt us going into the season because CeeDee Lamb, everybody knew that CeeDee Lamb was becoming Dak's go-to. And sometimes he would throw to CeeDee Lamb in double coverage. Like, who does that? So these are things that I think we definitely need to fix going into the season. But I definitely I need Dak to – I hate to – I had this chat with Jay Tuck one time on his channel throughout the season. I jumped on and I said, you know what my problem was with Dak? I said, Dak's a type hey, what's up, Jack, man? Yes, it's been a minute. Your boy Sid's making a comeback. You will definitely see me more often as of now. Big things to come. As you see, the background's not fixed yet and so on, but definitely will be chopping it up with you guys here. Let me go back to Dak. I spoke to Jay Tuck one time and I said, you know what the thing is with Dak? I love him. He's our QB. He's my QB. He's the guy that I definitely want to see out there on the field. But I always have that I hope that Dak's going to have a good game. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have that, Dak's going to go out there and dominate. It's always, I hope Dak's not going to throw too many picks today. I hope Dak's going to go out there and do his thing today. And then when you need him to go out there and do his things against certain teams, I don't know what happens to this guy. He's just not consistent or what. I hate when he throws over the – I told Jake Tuck that morning, I'm like, man, every time Dak throws over the middle, there's a pick. And I'm not joking with you guys. That day that I spoke to him, he threw over the middle twice and he got picked off twice. So that has to change. I need him to be more consistent. I need him to be more yes, there you go. Pat said exactly what. Paid too much to not deliver. But that happens a lot, Pat, man. That happens a lot. That's what happened with Zeke. Zeke, prime example of that. Paid too much, didn't deliver. Went out there and got at one point he had a belly. I don't know if he after he signed a contract, he came out looking like the Pillsbury Doughboy. So to me, this is what happened. The NFL needs to reconstruct these players' contracts, because what happens is these players get all this money, then they get lazy, and then they have parties, they do this, they buy cars, they get houses, they get lazy, and they need to have incentives. That's what I honestly think needs to happen. Listen, we'll give you $160 million, but these are incentives that you have to do on a yearly basis, and if you follow these incentives that we need you to make, bam, we'll pay you this amount per year, and so on. Give them their signing bonus for sure, 100%. But the rest of their salary, they need to work for it. Like, that's what we do in life. We work to make our money. So these players should work to get that check they need to get. And that's how I think the NFL needs to reconstruct these guys' contracts. Because I'm saying it makes no sense sometimes. D-Law was one of those guys. I wasn't a D-Law fan for a very long time because I felt after his contract, D-Law was a prime example. I find that he didn't have that push, that drive anymore. But when who came along, Mr. Parsons came along, that lit a fire under his ass, and now he's out there producing. And that's what it takes. And that's what I want to see from these players. We need to all play. We need to go out there and be hungry. Deion Sanders said it the best. There's no dogs out there anymore, but there is now. Michael Parsons, my dog. You know what? And if you guys look back at the draft, I said I wanted Parsons. A lot of people said they didn't want Michael Parsons. Everybody wanted Kyle Pitts and blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, I'm telling you now, the Dallas Cowboys are going for Michael Parsons. You could go back and look at my stream. And when we got Michael Parsons, now everybody is on the Michael Parsons train. So we're definitely he's definitely out there doing his things. I love him. I just ordered his jersey. Guys, like I said, big things coming on the Dallas Cowboys for Life channel. Please subscribe. I know it's been a minute, but I promise that I will be more consistent, and I'll definitely be having guests on. I'm gonna have Jay Tuck on. I'm gonna reach out to a few other people. Cowboys fans, 1984. We're gonna chop it up soon. So look out for me, man. I appreciate the love that you guys are giving me. Please leave your comments below. Hit that subscribe button, and I will definitely. I answer. If you guys talk to me after my stream and you leave messages, I definitely respond. Please leave it in the comments. Dallas Cowboys release Zeke. Are you guys surprised? And yes, I know you have, Jack, and I appreciate you, man. Tell your friends, tell your family I need the support. Big things to come. I love everyone, man. Stay safe, stay humble, support the Dallas Cowboys. Don't let those haters get to you. It's your boy Sid, man, and I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'm out.